Unexpected? Greg McElroy encourages change to CFP committee. Could this happen? With the current college football playoff landscape and the recent suggestion from former Alabama quarterback and ESPN analyst Greg McElroy, a discussion is needed about the importance of encouraging non-conference competition. McElroy's seasoned voice resonates with college football fans, seeking to raise the bar for competition and ensure that the best teams earn their rightful place in the CFP. McElroy proposed during the Always College Football podcast that the CFP selection committee should give more weight to the strength of the non-conference schedule. In his words, "One thing I would like to see them do is really encourage non-conference competition. With all due respect to Indiana, and I'm not picking on them, I'm just using them as an example, their non-conference schedule has left a lot to be desired." This statement prompts some reflection on the effectiveness of the current selection criteria and how they can be improved to benefit the health and long-term prospects of the sport. McElroy's suggestion comes at a time when social media is abuzz with reactions from vocal SEC representatives like Lane Kiffin and Paul Feinbaum. The first round of the college football playoff last week was a blowout affair, except for Notre Dame's 27-17 win over Indiana, where the Hoosiers showed some late grit, but it wasn't enough to overcome the Fighting Irish. McElroy's proposal to encourage a more robust non-conference schedule would not only improve the quality of games, but also provide a fairer evaluation of teams. He points out that with bloated conferences, you can't always play teams that are going to challenge you. This view, shared by many, is crucial to ensuring that the CFP does not simply select the most popular teams, but rather the most competent and prepared to face high-level challenges. Kelen Russell, who has already demonstrated great competence in his decisions, certainly welcomes the possibility of a restructuring of the CFP selection criteria. Teams like Alabama, which have historically stood out for their strength and tradition, could benefit even more from a system that values non-conference competition, standing out not only within their conferences, but in a broader and more challenging scenario. The discussion raised by McElroy makes us ponder the future of the college football playoff and how we can improve the system to ensure that the best teams are properly recognized and encouraged. College football continues to evolve, and it is up to us, as fans and admirers, to support changes that strengthen the integrity and competitiveness of the sport. Don't you think? Is Jalen Milroe really going to the NFL? He was a great standout for Bama, and he's one of the names that shines on this team. Recently, his performance in 2024 earned him a high ranking in ESPN's ranking of quarterbacks eligible for the 2025 draft, a recognition that highlights his immense talent and potential. Although some critics still doubt it. According to ESPN's NFL draft analyst, Jordan Reed, Milroe ranks third in the ranking of the 12 best quarterback prospects for the 2025 draft. Although Milroe has not yet officially declared, his inclusion in this ranking reflects the high regard that NFL scouts have for him. He's only behind Miami's Cam Ward and Colorado's Shedeur Sanders, but he surpasses other big names like Georgia's Carson Beck and Texas' Quinn Ewers. In his analysis, Reed pointed out specific areas where Milroe can improve his game. Chief among them is getting his footwork in line with his timing on short throws. While his deep passing is a strength, and his accuracy on intermediate throws has shown improvement, his decision-making speed and execution of throws still have room for refinement. This constructive criticism is common in the evaluation process and serves as a guide for Milroe to continue to evolve as a quarterback. Milroe's numbers this season are impressive. With 2,652 yards thrown, 15 touchdowns and 10 interceptions, he has shown himself to be a consistent force on the field. Even more impressive are his abilities as a rusher, with 719 yards and 20 touchdowns on 152 carries. These numbers not only highlight his versatility, but also his ability to make big plays and change the course of games. Milroe's performance is a testament to his dedication and skill, something that has not gone unnoticed by the Alabama coaching staff, led by the capable Kelen Russell. Russell, in his first season, has already demonstrated that he is a leader capable of developing talent and maximizing the potential of his players. Under his guidance, Milroe has flourished, showing the college football world that he is ready for the challenges that the NFL can present. Milroe faces the difficult decision of whether or not to declare for the 2025 NFL Draft until January 15. This decision is not only about pursuing a professional career, but also about evaluating whether he believes he is ready to compete at the highest level of football. Alabama fans, while always wanting the best for their players, hope that Milroe makes the decision that will be most beneficial for his future and career. Regardless of his choice, Milroe has already left a mark on Bama. We look forward to seeing what the next chapters of his career will be, whether on the college field or on the NFL field. At the end of the video, I want to hear what you think. Will Kelen Russell take over Milroe's spot? Many are betting on him. And there's news about him. Quarterback Kelen Russell was recently named the Maxwell National High School Player of the Year. This recognition is a testament to his exceptional skills and the potential he brings to the Tide. Russell, who initially committed to SMU as a four-star recruit, quickly came into his own during his senior season in Duncanville, Texas. His development culminated in a stellar performance, where he completed 69.4% of his passes for an impressive 4,177 yards and 55 touchdowns, with only 4 interceptions. This performance not only cemented his position as the number 2 overall player in the 2025 recruiting class, but also earned him the Gatorade National Player of the Year title, before being honored with the prestigious Maxwell Award. For Alabama, Russell's arrival represents not only the continuation of a tradition of excellence, but also an infusion of talent and youth that promises to keep the team competitive for years to come. Coach DeBoer, who has already demonstrated his ability to develop young talent, now has the opportunity to mold one of the most promising prospects in the country. Russell's trajectory has been closely followed by Alabama fans, who see him as capable of following in the footsteps of great quarterbacks who have passed through the program. With Jalen Milroe likely to leave for the NFL after the season, Alabama's quarterback room will be filled with promising young talent. In addition to Russell, names like Ty Simpson and Austin Mack are also in the running for the QB1 spot, creating healthy competition and raising the talent level available to the team. This scenario puts DeBoer and his coaching staff in a good position to explore the full potential of these players, aiming to keep Alabama at the top of the SEC. Russell's impact goes beyond statistics. His winning mentality and work ethic are attributes that resonate with Alabama's culture of excellence. At a time when recruiting is more competitive than ever, securing a talent like Kelen Russell is a significant win for the program. Crimson Tide fans have plenty of reason to be excited about the future, and many are betting on Kelen Russell. Will he step up to the plate? Justice Haynes on the move. The Michigan Wolverines recently made a significant move in the NCAA transfer portal, securing the addition of talented running back Justice Haynes, who transferred from Alabama. This news comes on the heels of Haynes entering the portal on December 13 with 2 seasons of eligibility remaining, and anticipation is now high as to how he fares next season with Michigan. Alabama, a college football powerhouse, is no stranger to seeing its players excel at other schools. Haynes, who had a solid performance with the Crimson Tide, is now set to face his former team in the Really Quest Bowl, scheduled for December 31 in Tampa, Florida. This matchup promises to be quite the spectacle, given the impressive track records of both teams and the recent movement in the transfer portal. The Wolverines were able to land Haynes, preferring him over other college football powerhouses like Ole Miss, South Carolina, and Ohio State. He is the #1 running back in the transfer portal according to the On3 industry rankings, which underscores the magnitude of this acquisition for Michigan. The Michigan staff, led by running backs coach Tony Alford, who previously recruited Haynes during his time at Ohio State, sees him as a crucial piece for the upcoming season. During his 2 seasons with Alabama, Haynes has proven to be a versatile and efficient player. He rushed for a total of 448 yards and 7 touchdowns last season, averaging an impressive 5.7 yards per carry. Even more notable is his ability to generate long plays and move the chains, accounting for 22 first downs. Such statistics highlight Haynes' importance to any offense, and Michigan will certainly benefit from this strategic addition. We cannot forget Haynes' previous relationship with Michigan, especially with Tony Alford, who played a significant role in recruiting the player while at Ohio State. This connection could be a major factor in Haynes' quick adaptation to the new system. Additionally, Haynes' experience playing under coaches like Nick Saban and Kalen DeBoer at Alabama only adds to his value as a strategic asset for the Wolverines. Haynes' impact on Michigan's upcoming season will be closely watched, especially with the prospect of facing his former team, Alabama. This narrative adds an extra layer to the spectacle of the highly anticipated ReliaQuest Bowl matchup. As Bama supporters, it's always tough to see a talented player move on, but that's part of college sports. The constant cycle of talent coming and going is what keeps the game dynamic and exciting. And who knows, maybe one day we'll see Haynes back in Alabama, contributing in other ways to the Crimson Tide's legacy. But of course, that can be tough these days.